In this video, I'm going to be talking about my productivity plan and goals for ninth grade. Now, these things are not set in stone. They're probably going to change in like a week. But I think it'll be interesting at the end of ninth grade, looking back at this video and seeing how far I've progressed. Progressed? Yeah. Well, yeah, you know what I mean. I certainly would be interested in seeing a video of the beginning of 8th grade me um, and his goals, right? So how am I gonna structure this video? First of all, so I'm gonna start off with my productivity plan, and then I'm gonna go to my goals. So I'm basically gonna give out my schedule, or yeah, my planned schedule per day, if that makes sense. And as we get to an item or an activity on the list, I'm gonna go further into more depth about it. Yeah, I mean, you'll see how it goes. I mean, no one's watching these videos anyway. But yeah, so here's how my schedule starts. So I wake up at 6:30 every day. Yeah, 6:30 every day. Oh, for some context, I go to bed at 9:45 and I wake up at 6:30. Now, the first thing I want to try to do is just head outside, because I've heard that like sunlight is it's good. It's good for like your sleep cycle, because it like resets your circadian rhythm. So I try to go outside. So usually what I do is from 6:30 to 6:45 I get outside, and then while sitting outside, we have one of those like seats, like foldable seats, like I don't know how to explain them. Maybe you know what I mean, that you pull up to like I don't know, like a like a kid baseball game, like those like folding seats. Yeah, but anyway, from 6:30 to 6:45 I'm outside, okay, and then I read some scripture, usually usually a proverbs, maybe something else, but I like to do this because first of all, it kind of just like sets the tone of the day, right? I start off with God and I start off with God's word. Like I should center my life around Him, right? The Bible talks about tithing. Tithing isn't just with your money. We're not just giving some of our money to God. We should give our time and attention, right? And also, often what will happen is I read something, right? And I'm like, oh yeah, I did. That's something I should do today that I definitely didn't do yesterday. Like maybe it was somewhere I acted, or maybe it was something just in my head. But yeah, so from 6:30 to 6:45, I read some scripture. Now from 6:45 to 7, I'm supposed to go for a 1 mile run. But usually what happens is my dog is awake by that time and staring out the door, looking at me with his cute puppy eyes. And it's like he wants to go outside, he wants to be let out, and like I'm outside, and it's kind of hard to resist. So usually what happens is I let him outside, and I just like stay outside with him for another 15 minutes. So by now it's 7 o'clock, and I've gotten 30 minutes of sunlight, which usually should help me to wake up. Next thing I do from 7 to 7:15 is a cold shower, like ice cold shower. I turn the knob all the way down. Now, why do I do this? First, because it's I don't like it. I don't like doing it, but that's exactly why I do it. Right? It builds discipline. Uh, Discipline is needed in all my areas of my life. If I had my way, okay, if I just let myself be, I would be playing video games, scrolling all day, and doing stuff I shouldn't be doing. So yeah, I need to work on my discipline. Yeah, also, the thing about a cold shower is it's weird. It's really hard to get yourself to do it, but afterwards it feels really nice. So, I mean, that's a benefit, right? Also, it I find that you know that feeling like when you wake up and your head's all groggy. Yeah, I find that after a cold shower, that just disappears. Your mind is clear, it's sharp, you're calm, and yeah, it's mostly for the discipline though. I mean, like the other stuff's just a benefit. Now, from 7:15 to 8 o'clock, which is when my school bus comes, I have like free time, okay? So I usually eat breakfast, brush my teeth, which usually adds up to around like 20 minutes. So I have like an extra, 25 minutes to just like chill. Yeah, just to chill. Calm down. I try not to rush myself in the morning. I mean, yeah, I try not, what I mean by try not to rush myself is I don't immediately try and crank out like work, like 30 minutes of deep work. Why is this? Because when I do this, I find that I get anxious like really easily. Like every second I'm thinking, oh, am I prioritizing this? And like that's not how I want to live life anyway, right? I think I can get plenty of work done anyway. I'll make a separate video on this some other time, but it's like taking pleasures in the small things of life and like calming down, I guess, or relaxing. Anyway, yeah, I want to add in the 5-minute meditation during this time. Because I know meditation is important. I haven't been doing it though. From 8 o'clock to 3:30, that's when my bus comes back. I'm kind of just like chilling. Well, okay, it's school, but like school to me is pretty easy. So I'm kind of just chilling. I like school. I like school because I mean, I get to be with friends. Okay, I like socializing. Like during the summer, it was basically 2 months of me not talking to anyone because I was in China. I mean, like I talked to my family, but I didn't get like time to be with friends and like, yeah, it's good. That's all I have to say. So 3:30 to 3:30 I come back. Now from 3:30 to 4:30, I usually read my Bible. So that's when I like actually read. In the morning, it's just like I read a little bit, start off the day. But in the afternoon, 3:30 to 4:30, that's like, I mean 3:30 to 4, so 30 minutes. I read. So now, how do I read? What do I read? So, okay. So I don't really have a reading plan, and here's the reason, right? Right. I'm still working on that. So the reason is, I'm a new believer to the faith. So when a new believer wants to read the Bible, they should start off with the New Testament. Okay. The New Testament, it's 25% of the Bible, and most people, almost like all people, and including me, would agree that that's the most important place to start. Now, after the New Testament, the question is, where do you go? Do you spend your time reading the Old Testament? The problem with just doing that is that because it takes so long, it might take like 6 months or six to like 8 months of me reading 30 minutes a day. Now, if I don't read the New Testament for 6 to 8 months, that's not good, because a lot of like the important information as a Christian, like I should know, is in the New Testament, right? So I mean, I've kind of been dealing with this like dilemma, right? I want to read the Old Testament because it's part of the Bible. I should know like what it's about, what happened. But at the same time, I do need to read the New Testament like constantly to like make sure I'm on the right path, like to ground me, because that's like the most important part, right? So yeah, I'm still dealing with that. Maybe I'll make a video about like how I read the Bible once I come to a conclusion. But anyway, nevertheless, I do read 30 minutes a day. Okay, after that, from 4:30 to 4:30 to, let me think. I mean, not 4:30, 4 to 5:30, I work out, okay? Workout, I run, okay, first of all, so that's an hour and a half. Why an hour and a half? That's like a long time. I mean, yes, but in the past, I would only work out for an hour, which is still a long time. But I added 30 minutes because like I need to warm up and cool down with a stretch. Over the summer, I hurt my neck while working out, and I don't want to get injured again. It's not fun. So yeah, that's important. What split do I run? I run, so I start on Monday. So upper, lower, push, pull legs, calisthenics on day 6, which is body weight movements, and day 7, which is Sunday, is a rest. Now that's kind of complicated of a schedule. Why not just run upper, lower for a 4-day split, or push, pull legs for a 6-day split? But here's my logic. Okay, so first, Okay, no, never mind. Okay, you don't even know what happened. So basically, my dad came in, so I paused the video. Okay, so back to my split. So first of all, why calisthenics? Basically, I've saw people online do cool stuff with their like just their body weight, and I want to be able to do it. Yeah, so I saw something called a planche push-up online, which is it's basically a push-up, but both your feet are parallel to the ground. So it's like only it's really cool. Look it up if you haven't seen it. Also, I know that strength training doesn't exactly correlate. I mean, it correlates to, but like being able to do push-ups and pull-ups, but it doesn't lead to it. I've seen people online that like, well, okay, I don't know for sure, but they claim to have worked out for many years, but they still can't like do like over like 5 pull-ups, right? And I don't want to be like some super jacked guy that can't do like 5 pull-ups. So that's for the calisthenics part. After that, it's like, okay, I need a rest day. Okay, so that leaves me with 5 days of other exercise that doesn't fit push pull legs because that's 6. So I did upper lower push pull legs. My upper day and my upper day is basically just compound movements. Okay, bench press, overhead press, barbell row, stuff like that. And then on the push and pull days, I go more isolated, right? I like train triceps, like triceps exercise, biceps exercises. Yeah, that's my training split. So after that, it's 5:30, right? From 5:30 to 7, I do my homework, and after doing my homework, I do some deep work. So deep work can be anything. I can like code. I can learn to code. I can I can read. I can like look into like investment stuff. Yeah. So coding is something that like I'm decent at. Okay, I'm like, okay, I'd say I'm good, but like I don't do it much, and it's like I probably should do it more. Investing in stocks, that stuff, that's just a personal interest, and I'll get into reading later. Okay, so homework doesn't take me that much time because I'm like pretty like above average in my class. So yeah, it like takes me like 20 minutes max usually. Well, the school year just started, but it takes me like 20 minutes because try and get as much stuff at school done as possible. And yeah. So from 7 to 8 o'clock, I eat dinner and play piano. So Hmm? Oh, hold up. Okay, my mom's calling for dinner, so gotta make this quick. So basically, I eat dinner, play piano. Play piano. Why play piano? So after I eat dinner, I play piano from that time. Why? I mean, I don't like. I just play some random songs online that I found that I personally like. Why? Because I like music. I mean, who doesn't like music, right? Everyone has songs they like. I'm assuming. And I think those songs would be cool to be able to play. Also, slight like other reason, I saw online that some girls find music, being able to play like some like musical instrument is attractive. So put two together. I'm just gonna leave it there. Okay. Yeah. After that, 8 to 8:45. That's another deep work period where I can do anything productive. 8:45 to wait 8:45 to 9, I shower. 9 to 9:15, I journal. Journaling is important because it gets my thoughts out in an organized way. And 9:15 to 9:45, I read. Okay, after 9:45, I sleep. Now about reading, I try to read a book a week. So right now I'm reading Moneyball by Michael Lewis, and it's a pretty good book. Yeah, I try not to read 2 books in a row with the same genre. That way, that just gets me to read like a variety of different books. Because if I had my way, I'd be picking the same books like over and over. Yeah, the book before I read this was The Book Thief, and it was a really good book. it convinced me to add fiction, so I might add like one fiction book a month, okay? Because I usually gravitate towards nonfiction because I find, I mean, like, I think it's like more useful, practical, you know? So yeah, that's basically my weekday schedule. On weekends, I just, I schedule it out depending on what I have to do. Now, that's pretty much it for my like productivity plan, right? There's some other stuff like I saw a video today that says we consume too much content, we should be creating stuff more, even if it's not good, even if it's bad. So that's like actually doing stuff, like making this video, instead of just like watching videos. So yeah, that's something I want to try to do more often, maybe like a video a week. And what else was I gonna say? Goals. Now, I don't really have any goals, and I know that's like a bad thing, but like, it's like, I don't really know what to make a goal on, right? Because here's my thoughts, right? I have this system, and if I follow this system, then in a year, I should be in a good spot. I don't know where I'll be, but I think I'll be in a good spot. Because I find that any goal I make, I mean, honestly, maybe I'm just being lazy and I haven't tried, but it's like, let's say my goal is, I mean, reading a book a week is already a goal, but let's say my goal is to read 50 books in a year. Maybe then I might start rushing, and then I might as well only have read like 20 actually, because I was rushing. And then with workout stuff, it's like workout goals like bench press like 1,000,000 pounds by the end of the year. By the end of the year, it's like I try my best. Okay, I push to failure on every set, but I can't control like how much I bench after that, if that makes sense. Like, let's say I pushed my absolute hardest, I trained my absolute hardest. Like, that doesn't mean like if I try my absolute best, I'm gonna be able to bench press like 1,000 pounds at the end of the year, right? So, I mean, I don't know. So I have this system in place. I don't really know where it's gonna take me, but hopefully in a year I'll be in a good place. So that's it. 17 minutes. That's a pretty long video. Yeah, gonna go eat dinner. Bye.